So I finally got her running decent. I actually drove her down the block. The brakes were working fine. I'll finish up the video on that later, but I didn't put new rotors and all that stuff. It's just got new calipers. The brake pads were still fairly new in the front, so I still use those. On the rear, I ended up changing the brake master cylinder and put new shoes. Other than that, the car starts and turns off. It still has a little bit of shake to it, but I know that's normal with a little bit. But now, on the passenger side, I can hear a small tick. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe I got a bad spring on that side too. So I'm gonna pull that valve cover back out and see if there's an issue with it. And I also learned that the spring can be broke on top where that cap is on the spring, because that's how it was on this one. When I showed you the video last, it was broke on the bottom, but it was also broke on the top. So it was broke in two places, and the only thing that saved it was that inner spring. So we'll see what's wrong with the passenger side later. I've got it to start and turn off fairly easy, but it's still kind of a hard start. I don't understand why. I need to get the timing checked on it again so that I can get it to where I can get an easy start. But I will say, luckily, it's actually pretty strong for just a factory 350, I guess. We know it's the original motor now. I don't know if it's been rebuilt or not. I would probably guess maybe it was, because the odometer is reading 91,000 miles. But we'll get to that probably later. What I am going to try to do is, I have a 1992 Trans Am front accessory drive. I'm going to pull this old drive off, and I'm going to put my accessory drive from the 92 Trans Am on this, so it'll be all one serpentine belt. My AC will be on this side. I'll get a new AC compressor, and then I can change this over to R134 and have AC. That'll be the best part, obviously. And it's just easier to maintain when you have one belt. So this one, I don't know why the alternator belt keeps coming loose. Both my mounting areas are very tight, but for some reason this belt just keeps coming loose. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm just gonna put the 92 accessory drive on it. Other than that, I did take the console out to put the shifter in, and I cleaned up my console because it looked pretty bad. That's going to be in a different video. I cleaned up the console. I got all the gauges working. I went and looked at the fuses. The fuse was burnt out on it. I replaced the fuse, so now all my gauges work. It still needs a super cleaning, super duper cleaning. And the next thing I'm gonna do before I even drive it on the street is cut that ball hitch off, the whole piece of it underneath. I'll show you the video on that. And the whole thing is to get this thing running under its own power so I can drive it to a car wash and do a super clean scrub on it. I know the paint's no good on it, but still still needs to be cleaned. And you know, I don't remember these back in the 80s, but this car has a heated rear glass. I really seriously don't remember cars having these in the 80s, but I guess they did, unless it was a special order. I don't know. Other than that, it is what it is. It's still dirty as crap. I'm gonna start gutting everything out of it that needs to come out. because a lot of it's really dry rotted stuff, or missing parts, or just dry rotted. The whole back panel's dry rotted. Ooh, look at that, it got one speaker. What a trip. That's all dry rotted. I did the pricing for seat covers and for the door panels in Oyster. Jesus Christ, that stuff's expensive. They consider that a special color. And just, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the 82 Corvettes with the Oyster interior. That stuff was super expensive to replace also. So, that's it, folks. That's it. Other than that, maybe I should try to start it up for you guys. And then another part of the video I'm going to do is, instead of buying a whole new grill, I know this has got to be fixable with some epoxy or something underneath. So I'm going to see if I can replace this, fix this, which I'm pretty sure I can, before I even buy another one. Like I said, that was done by the shippers, just like they ruined the whole paint. And they must have had chains hanging from a car on top, because look at this. Yeah, ridiculous. Ridiculous. That was from the shippers. Anyways, let's see if it has a hard start to it. See how hard it is to start? You really can't hear it, but it was ticking a minute ago when it was running. I'm gonna put a flex fan on it too, because that fan right there I think's wore out. Because even when it's hot, it spins super easy. But hopefully we'll get to a driving video pretty soon where I'll be driving it. It stops great now. That's the best part. It actually stops. It's drivable. Like I said, I took it down the road. But I just need to fix just a little bit of stuff on there so that I can actually drive it to a car wash. And then the exhaust on it is totally destroyed. It needs all new exhaust. I'm waiting for Flowtech afterburners. They're not even out yet. This thing's almost dragging. If it wasn't for the cable for the park brake, it would probably be hanging. And then you can see on the back of the turbos, they're blown out on both sides. This is a factory exhaust. Sounds horrible, but that's it, folks. I don't remember if I opened the trunk. Let's open the trunk and see what was on the inside. I wonder if these are your original keys. Look at those. That rust you see right there, those chips, they're coming from this deck lid. The only thing I see here is right here and right there, but it's not protruding out anywhere else. See that? But everywhere else on this car is super duper solid. There's no rust anywhere. Anywhere. So yeah, all we got is a spare tire, the jack handle, and the foot. Is there only one speaker? There is only one speaker. Wow. Oh look. It has a cord so that you can pop the trunk from the inside of the car, I believe. If anybody wants to tell me where that lever is, oh, I bet you it's in the glove box. No. So there's a lever, I bet, to pop the trunk, and I don't know where it is. I seriously doubt it's in the glove box. Yeah, I didn't think so. So if anybody knows where that's at, feel free to let me know, because that's pretty cool. I know most Camaros didn't have that, because I've had plenty of Camaros in the old days and they didn't have a, I don't know if it's electric or if it's by a pull cord. Got me. But anyways, look how solid that is. Alright folks, this is a 13-minute video of just basically talking, so I'll go ahead and stop now. Can't wait to get it on the road.